Hello YouTube, this is Night Warrior, and today's a little different video. I'm going to be doing a Star Wars Battlefront 2 review. So I'll first talk about the pros, because I think it's better to start with the good news, and then talk about the cons, and at the end give my verdict out of 10 on what I thought the beta overall was. So, the first, we'll start with the easy pro, the graphics. Basically, any dice game nowadays has amazing graphics. Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4 had decent graphics at least. They just are very realistic, detail-wise, and everything. The particle effects look amazing. You know, like the guns hitting trees and stuff. You know, bouncing off like yellow particle effects. But graphics, amazing. Then you have the game mode. So the game modes that they gave us in the beta are really fun. You know, Galactic Assault 20v20, Strike 8v8. It seems like the game modes are never really slow. It's always fast-paced action in your face, which is good, and they all kind of have like different objectives, so that's always nice. But overall, at least the 3 game modes that we had, they were really fun. Gameplay wise, I really enjoyed the gameplay. You know, first person, third person shooter, view, I mean. You can switch that, which is nice. I feel like third person has a lot more advantages compared to first person, but some people may like first person better. But the gunplay, again, is really nice. You know, once it overheats, you can, you know, stop it. You know, you can shoot it faster if you hit the blue, or you can, you know, shoot for a period of time without having to worry about that if you hit the yellow, or just let it cool down on its own. But either way, gunplay is pretty nice. You can put some attachments on your guns. You have to like craft them, but customizes your gun a little bit, but not too much to where, you know, it's like a totally different one. And then we come to the classes. So lots of people may find this, well, I think some people might find this repetitive because of like Battlefield, they have classes, and now DICE is putting it into Star Wars Battlefront 2. But I personally enjoy it just because each class kind of has their own role, and you know, as a team you kind of work off each other's role. So you know, you have your assault, your heavy, your specialist, and your officer, and they all kind of do their own thing in ways. You know, they all have unique weapons. The heavy has more of the LMG type. Assault is more in your face. Specialist is more farther away. Officer is medium to up close. And plus, they all have their own, you know, they have one unique ability. You know, they all kind of have like a grenade, a unique ability, and then so on and so forth, which I think is, I guess, a good layout for the classes. And then this kind of works off the first, Battlefront that, well, not the first Battlefront, but like the one that DICE released, what was it, like 2 years ago, which was basically just a money grab, piece of crap. So, but they had the heroes and vehicle-wise before was just random pickups. So they were just on the battlefield. Whoever picked them up, get it. However, now they have something called the battle point system, which is more of you know, if you play the objective, you get kills, you know, you earn points. And then once you have enough points, you can then unlock, you know, the hero or vehicle that you want to play in, which is nice, because then it actually, what is it? It promotes the good players, I guess. It promotes the people who deserve it in ways. But those are basically my pros. I mean, I guess I could add that this one will have a campaign compared to the, this one will have a campaign compared to the first one, and also has a new mode called Arcade, which, if anything, is compared to Situations on Rainbow Six Siege. You know, you can play it offline. You play as different people. You have different objectives and different time limits. So that is nice, especially if the servers will go down. But that is basically my pros for the beta. Now here are the cons. I'm going to start off simple. I think the heavy needs a slight buff, especially with his ability. I mean, at least for Sentry, I think he should get a slight movement increase. I don't know. I feel like he his abilities are more for, taking damage, but at the same time, he is so easy to pick off when he uses those abilities then, because he is so slow. And I don't remember getting a single kill with the Sentry's ability in the beta. Maybe I just didn't play him enough, or I wasn't playing him right. But I feel like they should give him a slight buff. The next thing is the Specialist needs a nerf with its ability. So its ability is Infiltration, and he gets basically, this is a medium range gun that basically two-bursts anyone from medium to close range. He cannot be located on radar, and every time he kills someone, his ability recharges, unlike like the other classes. You use your ability, it has a time limit, it stops, and then it has a cooldown time. This, you kill someone, the ability refreshes and keeps going until you don't kill anyone or you die. So I think that needs to be reworked a little bit. But that's the only things I have for class-wise. I think otherwise the classes are pretty well balanced. I experienced I'm not sure if it was a bug or if it was intent, but I had some delay, some ability to delay within the beta, where I'd use an ability, I'd take my primary out, and then I have to wait 1 to 2 seconds before I can actually shoot my primary. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a balance issue, or because you don't want people to be able to shoot right away or whatnot. Maybe if that is, then that's okay, but otherwise, I'm not sure why, but I just had those moments. If they could fix that, that'd be great. And this one's more opinion based, but in Strike, I feel like they should have a vote to kick. And the reason being is in one game, mind you, this is the beta, our teammate said he wanted to grind. So he got the objective and hid behind the castle. And he just sat there the whole game. And so we weren't really playing the objective. It wasn't fun. It's more of just a TDM. Which if I wanted to play TDM, I'd go play TDM. So maybe if, like for griefing, they could have a vote to kick. I don't think it would happen often, so maybe it's not necessary. But maybe something like that. And then this one, I'm hoping it's just because it was the open beta. But within the 9 hours I played, I encountered 2 hackers. One of them was the first clip of this video. It was he was a speed hacking basically, where he was like teleporting almost. The other one I thought I was recording. I guess I was not. But within 1.5 to 2 minutes on Galactic Assault, the guy had 78 kills. To which our team was basically getting spawn camped there. He came around the corner, basically one-shot us, and when we got killed by him, it never showed us his name or his health. So that was red flares and hackers. Hopefully it's not like this in final release, but maybe they need to work on coding a little bit. I'm not sure. These 2 next points are the most important that I think DICE needs to fix. So first off, loot boxes. So certain games, loot boxes are not an issue because all it is it's more like customization rather than anything else. Customizing your character or guns or whatnot. But the way that they made an approach to it is they decided, this is kind of my second point, the progression of your characters all depends on loot boxes. So, leveling up, basically getting all the cool stuff, the abilities, the different, I guess, I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's just different abilities that do different things, and that's all in the loot boxes. Now, what this means is that people on the first day could buy, $50 of loot box, put $50 in, of loot boxes, and they could like max out one of their classes right away. So that they have all these cool abilities, that health regen, all this and that, but then the people who are just starting out, they have none of that. So while they could still defend themselves, it's a lot easier for the people who spent $50, which in turn kind of makes it pay to win. So I'm not really sure why they did this. I can understand if they put, cosmetic items only, if they, add maybe Stormtrooper, you know, like skins or weapon skins, even though most people I think would be in third person. But to add the whole progression system inside the loot box is just idiotic. I'm not sure why they did that. And they said there was an article that came out, I think, this morning that said they're trying to balance it. But at the end of the day, just make it so you just earn the abilities from ranking up, not from the loot box, and put cosmetic or something in the loot box. And that's the big thing they need to fix. Otherwise I think the game is amazing in my opinion. But because of the progression, I think that degrades a lot of its value, and lots of people are unhappy. And I've seen some people saying that, well, actually not some. It's been a good amount saying they're gonna boycott from buying the game because of it. Now I wouldn't, if you think the game's fun or you want to get the game, I wouldn't say boycott it for that very reason. I'd just say don't spend money on the loot boxes. Just use in-game currency to buy the loot boxes like I did during the beta, like everyone had to do during the beta. But that's the one thing they need to fix, the one big issue. But otherwise, I had a very pleasant experience playing the beta. Super fun. Lately, I've been, lately meaning like the past few months, I just have not had the energy to play video games. It doesn't make sense because video games doesn't take much energy. But I just have not been having that much fun. Rainbow Six Siege I've been playing though a little bit. Battlefield 1 I'm starting to play more, but this game was a lot of fun. Hours to play, didn't put it down. So I think I'm gonna get this game. But for the beta review, I'd put an 8 out of 10. The main thing they need to fix is that progression system, but they added a lot of things at the first, cash grab of a game, Battlefront. They added a lot more to this one, which is nice. And considering they're gonna have free DLC, why not? For $60, campaign, all that, why not? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later.